It started with a look, one of those long, lingering looks across the room, the kind that carries weeks of built-up tension, soft affection, and stolen glances in between diaper changes and burping clouds. He was standing by the kitchen counter, drying the last bottle, sleeves rolled up, jaws slightly clenched, and a hair mess from running his hands through it all evening. You were sitting cross-legged on the couch, wearing his oversized t-shirt, one that barely covered your thighs, and a pair of mismatched socks. The baby had finally gone down for the night, and for once, the silence in the house didn't feel like a warning. It felt like an invitation. He turned to you slowly, eyes darkening just slightly. You tilted your head. What? You smirked. It's your shirt? Exactly. He started walking towards you. And now it's completely ruined for me. Every time I wear it, I'm gonna think about this. You laughed softly. About what? He reached you now, kneeling on the floor in front of you, both hands resting on your knees. This, he whispered, voice dropping an octave. You, looking like that, the house finally quiet, me remembering I have a wife I haven't kissed properly in weeks. Your breath caught. He leaned in slowly, carefully, as if still unsure if this was allowed, if the universe wouldn't step in and interrupt. But your hand slid to the back of his neck, fingers threading into his hair. And that was enough. He kissed you. God, he kissed you. Slow at first, reverent, then deeper, hungrier. His hand slid up on your thighs, warm and sure, and you let out a soft sound into his mouth as he leaned you back against the couch. I missed you, you whispered, tugging at his shirt. So much. Show me. He breathed, lips trailing down your neck, your legs wrapped around his waist as he pressed closer, the heat between you burning slow and deep and so needed. You forgot the time, forgot where you were, forgot everything until you both froze. No, you whispered in disbelief. He closed his eyes and groaned, forehead dropping to your shoulder. You gotta be kidding me. You laughed helplessly, hair falling into your face as you sat up. She was asleep. I think she sensed the foreplay. You stood up with a sigh, adjusting your shirt and heading toward the baby monitor, where her cries were now a full-on opera of outrage. She's got your timing, you teased. He flopped onto the couch dramatically. I swear to God I was finally about to feel alive again. You turned back at the doorway and smirked. She's still a newborn. You will feel something soon, like vomit on your shoulder. He gave you a lazy grin, sexy. But just as you turned to leave the room, he sat up. Hey, your lip pursed. He walked over, pulled you back into his arm and kissed your forehead softly. I will handle her, he whispered. You stay here, light a candle, pretend I'm still making out with you. Your heart clenched, but I don't want to pretend, you said softly. He kissed you again. Then once she is down, round her, okay? You smiled, tired but glowing. Okay. As he disappeared down the hallway with quiet footsteps and a patient voice calling out, Hey, now sweetheart, it's okay, Daddy's got you. You sat back on the couch, heart full, even if your love life was on pause. Always love is playing in the background. You were still curled up on the couch, knees tucked under your shirt blanket, half draped over your lap, staring at the baby monitor like it was a bomb that might go off again. But it didn't, only soft breathing. The house was finally still again, and then footsteps. You turned your head just as he stepped back into the room. His shirt was wrinkled, his hair was messier, but his eyes still locked on you like a man with a mission. She is out? You whispered hopefully. He nodded once, fast asleep, didn't even finish the lullaby. You let out a soft, relieved laugh, already knowing what he was going to say next. He smirked, slow and deliberate, voice deepening as he stepped closer. So, where were we? You raised an eyebrow. You were about to cry because I let you touch my thigh. He leaned over the back of the couch, brushing your cheek with his knuckles. Oh, right, that thigh, that very soft thigh. Your breath hitched. He came around the couch and sat beside you, hands sliding under the blanket, resting gently over your legs. But he didn't rush. Instead, he tilted his head, watching you like you were art in a quiet museum. You okay? He asked softly. Still want me? You blinked at him, heart fluttering. Always. He leaned in and kissed you. And this time it wasn't hurried, it wasn't desperate, it was anchored, slow and certain, like you finally had time to explore the shape of your mouth again. His hand slid to your waist. Can I touch you now? Or will the baby scream again just to ruin my life? She's sleeping, you whispered, lips brushing his. Lies, he muttered, dragging his lips down your jaw. She's waiting. She can smell the tension. You burst out laughing, burying your face in his chest. He held you there, pressing lacy kisses to your hair. God, I missed this, he whispered. Not just this, his hand ghosted under your shirt. But you, us, being able to touch you without a burp cloth between us. I missed you too, you murmured, even when you were standing right next to me. That made him buzz, made him pull back and cup your face again. Yeah, he said softly, same. It's weird how you can love someone so loudly and still miss them. You nodded slowly. I don't want to forget this part of us, you whispered, the part where we're not just co-parents. He leaned in, touching your forehead to his. We won't, I promise you. We will keep finding each other even if it's 5 stolen minutes after bedtime or 10 kisses before the next cry. You swallowed hard, or 2 minutes before she pees through her onesies again. He groaned, falling back onto the couch. Why did you remind me? You giggled and curled up beside him, resting your hand on his chest. Because I need you to kiss me fast before life happens again. He flipped you gently onto your back, hovering above you with a grin. Then let me make up for every minute I missed. And this time, when he kissed you, you didn't get interrupted, not once. Think you spoke too soon. The couch was warm from your bodies. His breath was still heavy against your neck. One of your legs was hooked around his waist. Your shirt was half off, and his hair, you had a fistful of it. But just as he dripped lower, trailing kisses down your throat, you both froze. You blinked at the ceiling. No. He groaned into your collarbone. That's not real. That's a hallucination. She is asleep. I just tugged her in. I sang Twinkle Twinkle for 4 damn times. Another loud cry echoed through the monitor. You started laughing, breathless, defeated, hands over your face. Oh my God. He collapsed beside you dramatically, one arm flung over his eyes. She has a radar. She knows. Turned to look at him, trying not to snort. Knows what? He looked at you, completely serious. She knows when I'm about to see her boobs. That's when she cries. You broke. You laughed so hard your stomach hurt. You fell sideways into his chest and he caught you instinctively, still groaning. She is so unfair, he muttered. 9 months, 9. And now I need security clearance to touch you. You were still laughing into his chest. She has better timing than our honeymoon room service. He looked down at you. Worse. At least room service came with wine. This one comes with spit up. You giggled, then sighed. You both sat up slowly, the moment officially ruined, but your heart so damn full anyway. He tugged your hair behind your ear, whispering, "We will get a moment one day. One day when she is in college," you said, more crying. He grinned, pressing a kiss to her forehead. "Until then, want to lie in bed and think about what we were about to do?" You raised an eyebrow. "That's evil." He winked. "So is she. Let me at least suffer beside you." You both shrugged into the bedroom, hand in hand, a little breathless, a little amused, and very much in love. When you finally lay beside each other, he rolled up into his side and whispered, "Still the most time we had ever." You smacked his chest gently. "Shut up and cuddle me." And he did. No bitterness, no frustration, just warmth, laughter, and a love that could wait 1,000 interrupted nights if it meant holding you like this. Next day, she finally slept, like actually slept. The kind where you peeked in 5 times just to check she wasn't faking like usual. You tiptoed out of the room, sighing in disbelief, holding your breath like she might hear it and change her mind. But she didn't. She stayed asleep. And your husband? He was standing outside the bathroom door, a towel slung around his hips, smirking like a man with a mission. "Get in," he said, his voice deep, soft, hungry. "Now, before she changes her mind." Your eyes widened. "You are serious?" "I have the water running, 10 uninterrupted minutes. Let's make them count." You laughed breathlessly, cheeks burning, heart racing like you were sneaking out after curfew again. "This feels illegal." He opened the door for you, whispering, "Then call me a criminal, baby." You stepped in. Steam clouded the mirror. Warmth hit your skin like a kiss. The sound of the water drowned out every thought until his arms wrapped around you from behind. And suddenly nothing else exists. No cries, no bottle, no bub clothes. Just his hands on your waist, slow and reverent. His lips brushing your shoulder. "God, I miss touching you." You leaned back into him, letting your head fall onto his chest, the steam fogging up more than just glass. "I miss being touched like this," you whispered, voice cracking just slightly. That did something to him. You felt the shift. His grip tightened, his lips moved to your neck. "You do everything for her, every hour, every night, every cry. I don't say it enough, but I see you, and I ache for you." You turned in his arms, water cascading down both of you. Your fingers gripped his wet curls. Your lips found his, and the kiss wasn't rush, it was home. He backed you into the wall, carefully shielding you from away the spray, pressing kisses from your jaw to your collarbone like he had forgotten how to breathe without you. Your voice was a broken whisper against his lips. "We won't have long, then let me make every second matter." He didn't need to take it too far. He didn't need to do everything, because sometimes love wasn't loud or lustful. Sometimes it was your husband's forehead pressed to yours, his hand shaking just a little, his lips saying, "You are still mine. You will always be mine." And yours whispering back, "Even when I'm exhausted, even when I feel like a mess, especially then." You stay like that, kissing, holding, and breathing. Until the reality knocked in the form of a soft, static cry from the monitor you brought into the bathroom just in case. He groaned, "Unbelievable." You giggled into his shoulder. "She gave us 7 minutes. That's honestly impressive," he admitted, eyes twinkling. "We will frame that timestamp." You throw a towel around yourself and kiss his cheek, breathless and warm. Thanks for loving me like this. He cupped your face. Thanks for letting me.